Hello everyone. Now I am back with one more question related to the topic limits. So the question is limit x tends to 0 2 sin x minus sin 2x upon x cos x. So what will be the value of this? So this is equal to question mark. So we need to find out the value of this. And the options which are given to us are 1, infinity, 2 and 0. So these are the options which are given to us. So let us see how we will solve this type of question which is related to limits. So let's see the solution part. So the question is limit x tends to 0 2 sin x minus sin 2x upon x cos x. Now here if you see sin 2x, there is a formula for sin 2x. Sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x into cos x. So this is the formula. So sin 2x is equal to 2 sin x into cos x. So this value we will substitute here in place of sin 2x. So moving ahead, so this will be equal to limit x tends to 0 2 sin x minus, now we will keep this part, okay, 2 sin x into cos x in place of this, applying this formula. So we will keep 2 sin x into cos x upon x cos x. Now this will be equal to limit x tends to 0. Now from these two we can take out common 2 sin x. Okay, so 2 sin x we are taking out common. So inside the bracket what we will get here 1 minus cos x upon x cos x. So this we are getting. Now moving ahead with the next step. So what we will do now, limit x tends to 0, this term we will separate 2 sin x upon x into limit x tends to 0. Now this part 1 minus cos x upon cos x. Okay, now further here what we can do is this part we can write it like 2 we can keep here. So 2 into limit x tends to 0 sin x upon x into limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x upon cos x. Okay, so we got till here. Now further what we can do, now here x tends to 0. Actually limit x tends to 0 means x is not 0 but it is very close to 0. So that is the meaning of this. Limit x tends to 0 means x is not equal to 0 but it is very close to 0. So for very small values of x, sin x will be equal to x. If the value of x is very small, for very small values of x, what will happen? For very small values of x, what will happen? Sin x will be equal to x. If x is very small, then sin x will be equal to x. So in place of sin x upon x, we can write x upon x. Okay, this part. So in place of sin x upon x, we can keep x upon x and that will become 1. Okay, so the value will be this part. The value of this part will be 1. So 2 into, here in place of this part I am keeping 1. I hope you understood why I am keeping 1. Into, now this is limit x tends to 0 1 minus cos x upon cos x. Now let's take out the value of this. So x tends to 0. So keeping 0 in place of x. So what we will get is, we will get 1 minus cos 0 upon cos 0. Okay, so this we are getting. Okay, now in next step 2 multiply by 1 into, now 1 minus cos 0. What is the value of cos 0 degree? So cos 0 is 1. So this will be 1 minus 1 upon 1. So that will give us 2 multiply by 1 into 0 upon 1. Now 0 upon 1 is 0. So again this is equal to 2 into 1 into 0. So the answer will be 0. Now you may think that here we have kept 0 in place of x in this part. Okay, but why we have not done the same thing over here? So that question may arise. So I'll explain you that part also. If you keep here 0, so what will happen if you keep 0 here? If you put the value 0, then what you will get? You will get sine 0 upon 0, right? Now what is the value of sine 0? Sine 0 is 0. So you will get 0 upon 0, and 0 upon 0 is indeterminate form. What is this? This is indeterminate form. So here we will get 0 upon 0, which is indeterminate form. So we won't get any value, right? So that's why here what we are taking, we will get the value 1 this way. As I told you, for very small value of x, what will happen? Sin x will become equal to x. So that's why we are getting sin x equal to x. So we will get x upon x. In place of sin x, we can keep x. So x upon x will give us 1. Here we cannot keep 0 because it becomes indeterminate form. So this way we will get the solution part for this question. So our final answer will be 0. I hope you understood. So if you check out the options, option D, this option D will be the correct answer for this type of question. I hope you understood. Thank you.